In the global sports landscape, the leagues that usually dominate are the ones that are centuries old. The English Premier League started in 1888. The NFL and NBA have built their monopolies over generations. But over the last 18 years, an Indian Cricket League has completely shaken up the century old system, the IPL. It started as a speculative experiment in 208, and today, in 2026, it has become a giant financial machine worth 18.5 billion. And do you want to know the most shocking part? It takes the EPL 10 months and 380 matches a year to generate its billion-dollar revenue. The IPL just 2 months, a tiny window of 74 to 84 matches. If we look at per match revenue, the IPL generates roughly 13.4 million from every single game. This means on per match basis, it easily beats the NBA, MLB, and the English Premier League, ranking globally second only to NFL. So, this is not just a normal cricket league. This is the world's most lethal commercial sprint. So, the question is, how does a tournament that run for 2 months rent so much brand money, and how did IPL team valuation suddenly skyrocket to 1.78 billion in 2026? Today, in this deep dive case, we are going to expose the entire business model of the IPL. To truly understand IPL's business model at one fact rate, this is not just cricket, it is a perfectly engineered asset light corporate ecosystem. What happens in other global leagues? Clubs like Manchester United and Real Madrid own their massive stadium. They have millions of expenses to maintain them and carry massive infrastructure. On the top of that, player transfer fees are completely uncontrolled. But IPL franchisee play a very smart game. Teams don't own their stadium; they lease them from state associations for match days. To ensure player salaries don't spiral out, the BCCI has imposed a strict salary cap, which is 125 crore for 2026 season. This means the downside risk of running the business is bare minimum and the profit potential unlimited. The central revenue engine. This is where the real game changer enters. The BCCI's central revenue pool. The BCCI sell broadcasting right and main title sponsorship and then distribute 50% equally among the franchises. Do you know how big the amount is? About 65 to 75% of total income come from this central pool. If we look at the latest data, teams like Delhi Capital, Mumbai Indians, and CSK receive anywhere from 479 crore to 579 crore from Central Light. Meaning, before even a single ticket is sold, the team's profit and the survival are fully guaranteed. Now let's get the engine that fuel the entire machine, media rights. For the 2023 to 27 right cycle, the BCCI earned 48,390 crore. How did this happen? In the 22 auction, the BCCI played a master stroke. They unbundled and sold TV and digital right in separate packages. The result? A brutal bidding war. Disney Star bought domestic TV right for 23,575 crore, and Reliance backed Viacom meeting swept up the digital streaming rights for 20,500 crore. Why the broadcasters don't throw much money around? Because the scale of audience is mind blending. The 2025 IPL season crossed the 1 million cumulative viewers mark across digital and TV platforms. Total watch time 840 billion minutes, and the 2025 final match it was watched by 426 million people for any single sporting event. This is a global record. The ad rate explosion. The T20 format is absolutely heaven for brand. A break after every over, strategic timeout, it is a perfect commercial inventory. In a normal IPL match, a 10-second slot goes from 15 to 18 lakh per ad. But when the final match comes around, JioStar charges a massive 50 lakh for a 10-second ad on connected TV. Attention is equal to currency, and IPL is the undisputed king of attention. But wait, this story isn't over yet, and the major twist has arrived. As rosy as everything looks right now, the road ahead won't be that easy. Disney Star and Viacom 18 now merged to become one massive entity, JioStar. This means for upcoming 28-32 media cycle, there is no major competitor left to trigger a bidding war. Financial experts predict that the next cycle right will flatline around 5.4 billion. Because of this, IPL franchisees have realized they need to extract much more money from sponsorship. At the central level, Tata has renewed its title sponsorship in 2028, paying 2,500 crores, around 300 million. But regulatory shocks happened too. In 2025, Indian government clamped down on real money gambling apps, forcing heavy spender like Dream 11 and My 11 Circle to exit IPL. This one rule changes instantly wiped over $200 million out of ecosystem. But the IPL does not wait. They immediately pivoted and brought AI platform like Google Gemini and major FMCG brand on board. At the local level, team sponsorship has crossed the 1,000 crore mark. RCB alone ranked in 123 crore purely from local sponsor, riding high on the hardcore fan. If you think IPL is just a passion project for Bollywood star and businessmen, the 2026 figure will blow your mind. In 2026 March, the IPL turned into Wall Street. Two deals took place that completely shook the global sports valuation. Deal number one, Rajasthan Royals explosion. A US constituent led by Carl Samani, which include Walmart hire Rob Walton and member of the Ford family, bought the Rajasthan Royals for 1.63 billion, 15,300 crore. Think about it. How much was RR sold for back in 2008? Just 67 million. A 24-fold jump in dollar terms over 19 years. Deal number two, the RCB record breaker. Right after that, a mega corporate including the Aditya Birla Group, the Times Group, and the private equity king Blackstone, bought RCB for 1.78 billion, 16,706 crore. In 2008, Malia bought it around 111.6 million. Today, RCB is the most premium cricket asset in the world. After that, winning WPL and IPL double title, ICP brand value has absolutely highest. These deals prove that IPL has now become a game of institutional capital, just like American FLL teams, NFL teams. We have understood the macroeconomics of franchise. Now let's look at on-ground operational strategy. How are teams built? At IPL 2026 mega auction in Abu Dhabi, each team was given a strict budget of 125 crore. The auction is a game of mind, pure game theory. One side was KKR who entered the auction with a massive war chest of 64.3 crores after retaining their crores. On the other side was Mumbai Indians who had only 2.75 crore left to fill their five slot. This is where data analytics and Moneyball strategy come into play. But the biggest game changer of 2026 auction was the new overseas player payout cap. There is no limit for Indian player. Rishabh Pant was bought by LSG for record of 27 crore and he will get the full amount. But for a foreign player, the BCCI imposed a strict cap of 18 crore. Let me give you an example. KKR placed a record bid of 25.20 crore for Australian all-rounder Cameron Green. A full 25.20 crore will be deducted from KKR purse. However, Green will only receive a maximum of 18 crore. The extra 7.20 crore would go to BCCI Player Welfare Fund. This is a master stroke to prevent wealthy teams from running the market and maintain value of Indian business players. Is just not driven by money. It is also driven by on-field rule. The BCCI bought the impact player rule. As soon as the rule has arrived, it ran 200 plus score in the IPL. In 2022, 200 plus score was made only 18 times, but by 2025, that figure has reached 52 times. Why? Because batters aren't scared. They know that even down to number 8, someone can come in and smash the ball. High score, more entertainment, better TV ratings and ad revenue. Even if this is destroying the on field value of all rounders, business is prioritized over everything. The tax controversy. And even after printing so much money, did you know the BCCI claimed income tax exemption under the Charitable Organization Tax? Section 12A. Their argument is that they are promoting cricket. This is why the IPL generated a massive surplus of around 10,000 crores every year from media and sponsorships. This legal battle between the income tax department and the BCCI is Still going in the quote. Global expansion. To secure their future growth, IPL teams are now becoming global empire. All six teams in South Africa SA20 League are owned by IPL franchisee. IPL money is also heavily invested in US Major League Cricket MLC and the Caribbean Premier League CPL. Punjab Kings saw their brand value jump from 39.6% in 2025, and a huge reason was that their multi-league ecosystem model. So today, IPL is not just a 2 month cricket tournament. It is a perfect mix of an asset light model, guaranteed revenue sharing, and $1 billion broadcast. The sale of RCB for 16,706 crore and RR for 15,300 crore have proven that this asset class is now darling of global financial institutions. What will the BCCI do next? Will the IPL truly leave behind the valuation of NFL and EPL in coming years? What do you think? Definitely let me know in the comments. If this business case study shook your brain, then like the video and subscribe to my channel because hardcore deep dive videos, documentary like this will keep coming. See you in the next video. Keep hustling. Thank you for watching my video.